the people of Canada is this, that if we could mobilize the financial and the material and the human resources of this country to fight a successful war against Nazi tyranny, we can, if we want to, mobilize the same resources to fight a continual war against poverty, unemployment, and social injustice.
Our faith in the people is great, our courage is strong, and our dreams for this beautiful country will never die.
Ring the bells that still can ring. Forget your perfect offering. There is a crack in everything. That's how the light gets in.
Just before our love got lost, you said, I am as constant as a northern star. And I said, constantly in the darkness, where's that at? If you want me, I'll be in the bar.
This place is where I stand. That is Canadian, or Canadian.
What do we do? Stand up, stand back!
In the back of a cartoon coaster, in the blue of a TV screen light, I drew a map of Canada, oh Canada.
I loved it so much, I would put nickels and dimes in the jukebox to play it over and over and over again.
With your face sketched on it twice,
I shall pray for it only.
you're in my blood, like holy wine. You're so bitter and so sweet, I could drink a case of you.
When you have people pulling for you like that, you don't want to stop.
I love seeing the look of happiness in people's faces.
I would still be on my still be on my feet.
Don't let the audience know what you're going to do. You've got to surprise them. That's the thing. Always surprise.
I was always true to myself. I wanted to sing.
Voyez ce que c'est qu'une chanson et quel chemin ça peut faire.
To feel the pride and passion so strong and deep in what you are. Comment vous remercier? How do I thank you?
I'd like to thank Canada for helping me start life with an awareness of all this country's beauty, its imperfection, and a desire to make it better.
I look at it not as pressure, I look at it as the time to shine.
I have to push it as far as I possibly can.
Miriam Toews wrote an essential novel about a radical act of democracy in which people who don't agree on every single issue manage to sit together in a room and carve out a way forward together, free of violence.
So I think there's a kind of an activism of the imagination. That's how we grow our empathy. That's the currency of art, is empathy, and we need that.
We have to respond through bold collective action.
The opposite to hope is despair. And if you're in a state of despair, you do nothing.
Everything we do around climate change is an opportunity to improve our society.
What you promised was a long way from what you delivered. Being connected to the air, the water, the fish, the trees.
We must do something, and we need to do it now. My heart is where I come from. My heart is not for sale, and neither is our water and our lands.
When I think about Canada, my country, I think of its majestic beauty, its diverse culture, its vast distances, and the spirit necessary to overcome them.
We're very polite people, and I think civility will be our greatest legacy. That's who we are.
If there's a Canadian heart, it beats in me, proudly and gratefully.
Je survivrai parce que je dois me battre pour enfin entendre le battement de nos cœurs remplis d'espoir.
I mean, it's also a love story, right? You know? Because if you're a lover, you got to be a fighter. Because if you don't fight for your love...
The heart is, lo and behold, it's our greatest resource.
Remember the time you told me, you said, love is touching souls. Well, surely you've touched mine. 'Cause part of you pours out of me. And these lines from time to time.
Anderson made a wild stab for spell. Here's another shot right by the door! And it does! And so
fighting for this. This team is very special. We left everything on the field, and I couldn't be prouder.
Here comes Bailey. He's got it. 9.84, a world record for Donovan Bailey and a gold medal. Canada wins the gold.
I could drink a case of you.
I'm so lucky that I was born here. This is the blood that's going through my veins.
Still I'd be on my feet.
How to be different from anything else that's going on around them.
Still be on my feet.
A tube of maple syrup.
One time I kissed Relic.
The beachcombers?
And you realize that Canada is a nurturing country to the odd behavior.
The convict has escaped and is headed toward Canada.
There ain't gonna be no murder. Not while I'm here to protect you.
You will only ever have two choices, love or fear. Choose love, and don't ever let fear turn you against your playful heart.
Seeing other people dying of cancer, you just can't leave something like that and forget it. I couldn't anyway. I had to try and do something about it.
Go with it and stay with it.
Don't forget where you come from. You're from the north.
Be prepared to bleed.
The landing was a success, but there are a lot of suffering from it.
You're in my blood like holy wine. You're so bitter, baby, and so sweet.
Maybe surrounded by a million people, I still feel all alone. I want to go home. That wasn't just a bunch of lines in a song, it was a declaration.
I could drink a case of you, darling. Still I'd be on my feet. I would still be on my feet.
Love is not a big enough word.
He felt himself at the exact center of the country's heart, at the meeting place of ships, railroads, and people, at the precise point where the interlocking directorates of Canada found their balance. I've never seen anything more beautiful.
must win. Putin must be defeated, and Canada will stand with Ukraine until that happens.
Our hearts and our thoughts are with the people of Ukraine as the battle for freedom and democracy enters the third year. I feel the energy, I feel the passion, I feel the commitment of all of you here.